the Lakers, they held their own defensively when they needed to. Jake had 3 steals tonight. He was just active, very active team, and they were able to sustain it even when Chicago got it within 6 or 7 points.
Yeah, Danny, they were able to turn them over 15 times, turn it into 23 points. I think James brings up a great point. That first half especially, they were contesting every shot at the rim. They got a few blocks. They were getting out in transition. And what happens when you're playing good defense? Also, the ball's moving. Yeah. And everyone's involved.
And it led to good, easy offense. You get out and running some. Luka changing his pace a little bit. But Bron's able to get out and get some easy ones. Jaxson Hayes. There was a stretch, again, that they looked a little bit shaky. But they did a great job of keeping Chicago from not shooting a 3 as well for most of the duration of the game. There was, I think it was the third quarter, maybe fourth quarter, they got really hot, started the third. But holding them to under 37%, I don't know what the mark is. But I think that's a pretty good. But they pretty much played a lot of defense tonight with their offense. They shot it so well. They moved the ball so well. It allowed them to get back and have a set defense. But it also, again, when you're able to score like that, which they've been known to do, especially with Austin Reeves in the lineup, it helps a lot. It's easy to kind of overlook some of the defensive mistakes, but you got to still find ways to fine-tune that end of the floor.
Yeah, Chicago, one of the best three-point shooting teams in the league. They throw a lot of them up there, and they make a lot, especially over the last handful of games. They made 18, but the Lakers were able to stay right with them, making 16 in a much better percentage. Listen, LeBron set the tone, I thought, in that first half with 20, but you got to start with Luka. 46 points, James, 11 assists, 7 rebounds, 8 threes, and this is his 25th 40-10 game in his career. He's 26 years old, already third most all time.
I think I've told you this before, Geeter. Jerry West and Bill Sharman, those old guys, used to always say to me that NBA players really don't start to peak until you're like 27, 28 years old, after you've been through the gauntlet a little bit, figured out some things. Now, Luka's 26.
Yeah. Only 7 games behind James Harden.
He's getting ready to peak. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine what it's going to come in the next few years? So, yeah, amazing player.
Yeah, year 17 or 18 for James Harden. He's only 7 games behind. This is year, what for Luka, like 8 or 9, maybe? I think so. He's got if his career stretches to 18, I think he'll catch Oscar. But yeah, he just so great. Doesn't speed up. Nobody speeds him up at his own pace. Makes it look easy. It's kind of like, again, the LeBron and the Jokic, all the greats we talk about, we watch them today. You kind of take it for granted because of how easy and how consistent they do it night in, night out. So he was unbelievable tonight. The efficiency was great. 8 for 14 from 3, which was huge. And then, 15 from 25 from the floor. So you can't ask for a better night from him.
And Danny, it's interesting. Listen, he's going to get 33 every single night. That's what he does. 33, 34. When that 3 ball is falling, early and
might
late,
be 50.
like it was tonight, that's when he flirts with 50, and he's over 40 every time.
Yeah, so I thought when he started hitting that 3 ball, and I think it was around 36-ish, around closer to maybe a little bit after halftime, I was like, he might get 50 tonight. It was like mid-third quarter. Looked like he might end up with 50, and he got 46, so we were 4 points off.
So big game, Rui, and I want to show you this over the last couple of games, coming off the bench. He's looking more like himself. And as Luka mentioned to Mike Trudell, you're coming back from injury. It takes a little time. 40 points in his last 2 games.
More like himself. He's looking better than
Looking better than he was, yeah. And look at the efficiency. That's 15 for 24 right there. That's 8 for 12 from 3. He was a plus 21 against Dallas, a plus 22 against Chicago. He's hitting big threes late in games as well to extend leads. And I think he's figuring out when and where to get his shots and coming off the bench as being advantageous as to not, if that makes sense.
It's funny how those players over the years who have figured out what you just said, everybody wants to start. I'm not saying everybody wants to start.
Figured that out.
Starting is important, but this, in order to maximize your talent in your game, and you don't care about starting, I think Rui has figured this out. I don't have to be on the floor with LeBron, maybe not even Luka. I am the man when I come off the bench. All I need to go out and do is produce, be aggressive, realize that I'm the captain of this bench now. And so when I come in, I get work done. And I think he's figuring that out. He's having fun doing it, too. I can just tell the way he's moving, the way he's always pumped up and cheering.
Right?
There's something going on with him.
He's pep to his step for sure.
You're right. It's a great observation. And Danny, you mentioned this in that first quarter when he came in, like, hey, LeBron goes out.
Yeah.
Rui comes in.
Yeah,
it's my time to cook.
I think, exactly. It's my time. That's what he's figured out. Like, this is my time. I found a home. This could be my group. So I can be aggressive. I can be, who I wanted to be when I was in D.C. or even when, Bron has been out or injuries have happened. So, like Big Game was saying, he's taken upon himself to lead this bench group and be the aggressor when he steps on that floor. So now it's like he doesn't have to worry about, all right, Bron's move and Luka's move, like it's their turn. I have to wait in the corner. No, when I come in, I can come in and be aggressive and shoot. And I think he probably prefers it. And I think, JJ loves him in this position. This role for him has been great. He's been super efficient. Hopefully it continues. But yeah, they're still going to need some backup with Austin. But this makes them that much more dynamic in a deeper group when you have a guy like Rui coming off the bench and averaging 20 points a game.
And look at the bench scoring has now gone up because of what Rui's doing. All of a sudden, here they are with 33 points tonight. And I just loved what he did in that first half. 9 points, but it's the way he got them. 2 off the dribble pull-ups, a 3 on a catch and shoot, a dunk in transition,
block
also
shot.
got the block.
Yeah.
So that's big-time bench production in the first half. Time to hear from Coach J.J. Redick, brought to you by your Toyota dealers. Carl's Jr. moment of the game, James, and I know you didn't love it, but
Jaxson Hayes.
it is entertainment, big game.
Hey, he was Maximus on this play. Are you entertained? Yeah, I mean, look, it succeeded, so therefore it was successful, but I don't know.
And big game, it was successful tonight, and we're going to flash you back
Okay.
to Jaxson Hayes. That's impressive off the no
clean.
dribble. I'm sorry.
That was clean.
He's got this done down, guys. He's the right height.
Flexibility.
What?
Put on those extra 15 pounds, get that strength.
That is
But he will not be in the dunking contest.
No, but he can throw it down, big man. Luka Doncic at the podium.
Look, you guys have won 4 out of 5 here, and it seems like bench contributions are working, turnovers are low, threes are falling. What do you think's allowed to have so much connectivity in so many areas of the game right now?
I think just staying together, everybody just staying together. We talked about a lot of things, how we want to approach the game better. That's what we're doing right now. We're staying together. I think everybody's having fun out there.
Extending back to the Clippers game where JJ told us and told you, be cognizant of sharing the ball. You were able to score a lot while also sharing the ball a lot. Like, what was working for you tonight?
I think I was just being aggressive, see what the defense gave you. I said probably JJ is going to be mad. I took 25 shots, so he'll tell me to pass more. I'm kidding, but other than that, like I said, Rui was awesome. The whole bench was awesome today. They helped us a lot. They lift us up in the second quarter, in the third when we were going down. So props to them.
Yeah, David, we were talking with him. He mentioned that, obviously everyone knows heat checks in terms of shots, but he also mentioned that sometimes you can have heat checks in terms of passing. Do you feel that when, you make a couple nice passes or have a few assists, you want to throw one with, I guess, a little bit more razzle-dazzle on it, see what you're feeling that night or that moment?
Yeah, I mean, the answer to that question is yeah, I feel it.
So one of Dave's questions. You guys have won 4 and 5. Seems like Austin, speaking of the guy that you love, is going to be coming back sometime very soon. I guess how optimistic are you guys about where you guys can get to once he is back in the lineup and healthy?
Better for sure. Gives us 3, I would say, decision makers on the court. They have great talent, and we can't wait to have him back. He's been working out. I saw him, so I think he wants to be back too. So we're excited for him to be back.
My native language, so Luka, mogu da pitam šta kažeš što ste izabrali ti i Nikola Jokić da budete starteri na NBA All-Staru, pod uslovom da se vrati na vreme, naravno, zbog pobjede.
Super, da. Mislim da svi znaju kakav prijatelj je Nikola, tako da to je super. Bićemo u LA-u, tako da ćemo verovatno biti skupa iza vremena.
Šta kaže ovu sezonu, inače sve zajedno, kako si zadovoljan?
Super. Ima dobrih, ima slabih trenutka, ali inače za sad dobro.
JJ mentioned you talked to him a couple times tonight about wanting to go off the ball. Like, when you're in the course of a game, how do you figure out kind of when you need to come off the ball to get going or to help the team?
there's no specific time when I gotta go. Sometimes probably there's more ATOs, half the timeouts. I come off the ball, but there's no specific time when I need to come off the ball.
All right, Danny, time for a little Access 360. We're talking Laker defense, which led to a lot of Laker offense. 27 fast break points, too.
They got out and running. Just that first half, they looked really good, intense, active, and talking and communicating. That's where defense starts on the end of the floor. As you can see, everybody's locked in, body to body. They're talking and communicating. Good switch here. Good ball pressure by DeAndre Ayton. Same, talking, pushing, letting Marcus Smart get through. Still, a lot of hands. This ball pressure creates this. Marcus Smart has a disadvantage right here. There's guys behind him talking, sneaking behind him. But Giddey has to throw a bounce pass in traffic because of the ball pressure by DeAndre Ayton. Leads to transition the other way. Again, guys are in tune, locked in, talking, getting a switch, getting physical, contacting on bodies, communicating, rotating. Nobody's getting an easy look. Chicago loves the three ball. They're not giving them that. They're taking it away from them. As you can see, on a string, swing. Great closeout by LeBron James here. And then he gets a little poke right there, which leads to a transition. Signature LeBron dunk. Stare down for the rest of the crowd. He gets another one of these later on in the game as well. Now it's transition. They're getting back. They're talking. As you see, guys are loading up, showing the crowd, having active hands, not letting anything through. Josh Giddey finds the open man. Jake doesn't quit on the play, gets back into it. Vooch doesn't see him, gets a deflection. This leads to another transition leak out. Rui, two-hand dunk. Very good, strong finish. Defense leading the offense. Marcus Smart creating contact, getting in guys, not making them feel it. Vando's right there. They're talking. Chicago's a little discombobulated right now. They don't know what to do. See Marcus Smart getting a little physical, pushing them into the screen so they can get body on body and switch. LeBron James, the best in the league or best in the world at anticipating these passes, just misses this one by half an inch. But Jake LaRavia is right there to be the safety, get the steal, give it up to the old guy, let him finish the play with that another LeBron James signature dunk, get the crowd into it, and that's how you start off the game the right way, the way you're supposed to. And if you get the lead going into the half, you have a really good chance at winning according to their last 21, 22 games now that they've won when they lead the game at halftime. So
he's pretty good at this, isn't he?
Yeah, Danny breaks it down.
I'm all right, man. I'm getting some good reps in.
Getting some good
learning
reps.
Some things.
Comfortable up on that platform.
Watch you guys a little bit.
Got a good team.
Defense, James, and Jake LaRavia, smart play. Not only a great steal, but give it to the league's all-time leading scorer, the King, and get out of the way.
He ain't no dummy. He knows exactly who to find.
Yeah. I mean, he had 3 steals, and when he got that steal, he's like, I know what a highlight is. It's not going to be my dunk. But, yeah, I mean, LeBron started that with his, deflection on the sideline, and, they just ended up getting the steal, and then, it's just very active hands all night. Everybody. I want to put a lot of emphasis on Aiden. Aiden did a good job defensively, sliding his feet, switching, keeping people in front of him. I just thought this energy that they had tonight defensively is something that can carry them throughout the rest of the road trip. They might not get the same results, but the energy that they have will keep them afloat on the defensive end, especially if they don't turn the ball over as much, which they didn't tonight.
Kind of leads me to this. Do you sense and do you see more often that they are capable of playing good defense for extended periods of time? I mean,
absolutely. And
showing it.
These are the games you have to.
Yeah.
Against these type of teams, they're, I wouldn't say at the top part of the league, but, they're, I guess, teetering that 500 club. These are games that are winnable games that you have to win. And you got to have good habits against these groups. Yeah. So, yes, they're showing it, and they just have to let it carry over. Hopefully they get some help on the way offensively. But yes, this is where it starts. And I said tonight, there was no other better night than to actually work on the things that you need to work on, your weaknesses, which is guarding the three-point line, because Chicago shoots it at such a high clip and they shoot so many of them.
Good stuff, guys. Coming up, we're going to hear from Jaxson Hayes on his highlight-worthy dunk and get James Worthy's reaction.
Don't pull nothing, boy.